And also, you definitely got to check Descent. Descent is like a huge gimmick. If the Hisako you're playing against is constantly doing that teleport, like, you just got to look for it. You just got to stop what you're doing and just look for it.
We're seeing Orchid at Omni here.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Oh my god, Orchid on my screen, her eyes are hollowed out. It's just like transparent.
Oh yeah, it's pretty scary. Not on mine. Could definitely respect not being Kimbo against Hisako though.
Yeah, it's not the best matchup. I don't think it's that bad for Kim, but definitely whenever you get into like the range games, like Hisako definitely wins.
No instinct cancel from Omni on that slide. They definitely should have canceled instinct.
It's because Orchid is a grown woman and Hisako's like an undead, like young teenage girl.
Yeah, no shadow counter, but respecting the instinct potentially. Everyone get hit by the overheads. That is like the #1 advice we gotta tell people. Look out for these Hisako overheads in block strings.
I mean, you can't just block too. Like outside of after the third Rekka, they can kind of tick throw you with their shadow grab, but that's like the only real mix-up that has besides low, high.
Going to Ultra. No instinct pop from Omni, I think, is definitely what cost him this game. Like, you could have popped that in the first round. You can't parry the Rekkas, right? But Hisako has the mind game of parrying, whipping her parry and punishing Kim's parry.
Oh, you get the combo.
Open up low.
I will say it's not a terrible idea while you're playing. If you press it needs special moves, just either inputting another special move or a button behind it to make sure it goes into a combo if you do get the hit. Because if you don't get the hit, it's just not going to do anything if you buffer it at the correct time.
I love the relentlessness from Omni here.
I mean,
combos nothing but heavies, going for counter breaks.
Dragon kicks a bit too much though. Nice block. I will say specifically, yeah, against Hisako, unless they're showing they want to play the parry mind game where they parry to bait your parry and then get a punish. Like parrying the low overhead is pretty free. It's not that hard to do.
True. And if Hisako has no wrath, then it's guaranteed, right? She can't cancel.
Yeah. Hisako does need half of her wrath gauge to be able to cancel into parry. That's what that sword clashing logo is supposed to mean, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, Tsunderstruck kind of mashing a little bit. There we go. We parried it as an anti-air. Not the most reliable anti-air. You can definitely get punished for doing that, but I think it's something important to show as a Hisako player, to just make your opponents second guess. And then like one of the best Hisako players, oh my god, yeah, that just killed. Absolute Zero is just like so good at checking empty jumps whenever people try to bait the parry. Giving a point to your opponent, let's say.
Kim's stage is definitely one of my favorite stages in the game as well.
Lochnar,
because I like Big Trouble in Little China.
Lochnar, you be quiet about Kim's damage. You got a fucking meterless nuke.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice little oh my god, her wall spat's crazy.
Hers is the best in the game now. Hers and Riptor's, I believe, are tied. Now that Rash has got nerfed. I didn't think I was gonna reach. There it is! You gotta be careful. Kim probably doesn't really have a low to threaten there either, right?
Not from that far away, no. Like Dragon Sweep, I guess, but like Dragon Sweep isn't that great. You get a knockdown, that's it.
Really good round from Tsunderstruck there. Plus frames. Yeah, a lot of people might not know that's plus. Not a shadow counter, right?
Again, parry. I do like Sunder showing the parry more, because like Jelly's just been like relentless. You gotta stop doing these dragon kicks though. Like you're very lucky you're not getting punished for that shit.
That might have been a punish right there.
There we go.
That was definitely a punish.
Yeah. Also, I guess just quick tip for anyone playing against Kimbu: if she does a light dragon kick and you block it, and then they do a dragon cancel, you can jab. Like, there's nothing Kim can do to like beat you at that point. But that's when you start
just
canceling
follow up.
before you hit your opponent, and then like get them with an overhead.
And I think one thing to note in this game is like most of the time it says punish when things are punished, but if something was airborne, then it doesn't say punish if you push it. Just because it doesn't say punish doesn't mean it wasn't a punish.
Oh yeah, throw is classic. Oh, didn't get the ultra.
Don't let Kim rob you. Don't walk out. Don't get opened up. Oh, nice. Parry, you go parry to ultra. Missed the ultra. That was definitely the ultra with that triple K there.
Yeah, I don't know. Tsunderstruck just might not be using easy ultra assist.
Potentially.
And once you get past the lobby, once you go into character select, it does not let you swap.
Yeah, you're locked in whatever controller you were using when it got to character select. Good blocks. Punish. That guaranteed. No wrath to cancel the parry. That is how you play against that.
Yeah, that's also another like thing that's going on with Tsunderstruck. Like Tsunderstruck, I don't know, maybe be a little patient, but also like using up all the wrath like makes Hisako way more vulnerable.
Yep.
She does still have the parry, but she just can't cancel moves to parry.
And she doesn't get counter hits, which is like one of the bigger things too.
Yeah, the auto counter hits are crazy for Hisako.
Knuckle-up's going crazy though. That should be the life bar. Overextended? Doesn't matter.
If I were Omni, I would definitely, you know, they've been showing these anti-air parries. I would definitely start doing some empty jumps and then landing with buttons and seeing if they know how to defend against that. Or if they will anti-air.
And if they whip the parry, that's a huge punish. You can punish with a heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Careful with them dragon kicks. Just use dragon cannon.
Yeah, in Instinct, Kim has access to Dragon Cannon. It's a very powerful projectile that goes completely across the screen really fast. You do it just by pressing Instinct again. It uses up one of your dragons. It gives a stagger. You can combo off of it with a... You can combo off it with a light dragon kick at like almost any spacing. Or if you're
How
close
plus
enough...
is it, do you know? On hit?
No, I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up. My guess is 31, because a lot of staggers default to plus 31, but...
I do feel like it's a lighter stagger than some staggers, but I could be wrong about that.
No, it's more. It's 38.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, plus 38 on hit.
Ooh, no parry coming out. I'm surprised. That was a punish
That
into
should be
Ultra?
ultra.
No.
Okay, Omni. Omni really wants his game 5. I like the adaptation.
Yeah, Virus definitely won. I think he's only a 5-0 player. I mean, they definitely, like, that's a good place to start as long as you're willing to play the game. But the combo game is just doing heavies and light linkers. Because, you know, that's max damage and it makes you predictable, but that also makes it to where you can probably predict when your opponent's going to counter break as well.
It's really working out for Omni here. Command throw.
Oh, could have parried that actually.
Yeah, I think they're holding up for some reason.
Yeah. Kim's is not a 0 after the freeze reversal, so it's weak to parries and reactable things.
We're not really seeing much breaks at Omni, which I respect. You got a huge life lead.
Nice
Can't really get a
punish.
second record early. Yeah. Not the catch heavy punch. Not the best punish.
Oh, drop the combo. No shadow counters.
I don't expect most players to have shadow counters yet.
I feel like
Got the connection.
yeah, the connections get a little funny. I do feel like, you know, shadow counter against non-shadow moves is like pretty uncommon to learn. But against Kim, it's kind of imperative. Otherwise, she can just keep bullying you with medium dragon dance.
Yeah, JellyOmni just bullied his way to the win. Them relentless.
I mean, shit's working.
Yeah.
You know, shadow counters are available for medium dragon dance, or they were always pressing a button afterwards. You know, you could play the parry. I think they did that a few times. They just did not do it at the end.